but there's a reason why I want to come over here. Let's go ahead and fish. Alright, let's see. Are we lucky enough, or are we getting something completely different? What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke. In the previous episode, we took on the third gym, being Watson, and it was relatively easy. I took a pretty big risk in going and fighting Watson when I did, but I did say I was going to do grinding in between this episode and the next to get our team all leveled up and whatnot. And I did go ahead and do that, and I wanted to kind of just explain the situation that we currently find ourselves in. So, we did our grinding and whatnot, and I went back to go do the contest. In order to get the cosplay Pikachu, which this is the one that is the cosplay Pikachu because it has Meteor Mash on the moveset. Because when you get the cosplay Pikachu in this game, no matter what you randomize it to, Meteor Mash is always the last move slot that's in for the place of the Pokemon. So we got a Ghastly, which I was like, okay, that's kind of neat. So I went ahead and I was keeping it in the party to level it up, and I evolved it into a Haunter. That's why its moveset is kind of all over the place. But, as you can see, we got a second Haunter. Now, this Haunter realistically has a much better moveset for what it is, because it is a Steel and Dragon type, and it's got both Dialga and Palkia's signature moves. But I was debating on whether or not to keep it or not, because we got this actually through a root fossil that we found, I want to say, in the route that's west of Maulville. So typically when it comes to statics that are dupes, what I like to do is I like to have a re-encounter, because there's no reason for me to keep or have a second Haunter, especially because we don't know what Gengar is just yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this Haunter as a static encounter for today's episode. But as far as things that we leveled up to evolve, we evolved the Shinx into Luxio. It actually needs one more level to evolve into a Luxray. Debating on whether or not I add this to the team. I didn't level up the Malamar because I actually didn't know it was flying in Steel. I thought it was flying normal, but it is a Steel type, which is not bad, actually. I actually had the Scolipede in the party, but when it evolved, I saw that it got Slow Start. So, unfortunately, I will not be using Scolipede on my team, because Slow Start really hinders this thing, because Slow Start, for those of you who don't know, halves your attack and speed stat for the first 5 turns of battle. It's not like Scolipede is bulky, so there's really no need for me to keep this thing on the team. I might use it for this static encounter just to make it easier to catch for myself, but yeah, no, this is not ideal for me when it comes to a good encounter. What else evolved? We got our Bayleaf to evolve into a Meganium, which this thing is actually pretty decent. It's actually pretty decent. Steel typing, of course, is one of the best typings in the game. It resists so much, and we have an immunity to water, with us having water absorb. Our moveset is pretty solid. I'm hoping to get better steel type moves. I mean, Meteor Mash would be great, but maybe something like Flash Cannon or something like that for the Meganium. I tried to make sure that our mons didn't go over level 35, because I had a comment for episode 4 that was saying, you know, with me playing the game the way that I'm playing, you know, is it going to make the game too easy? And the thing is that technically, yes, our team is going to be pretty solid and the game is going to be easy, but that's why the end game stuff is going to be hard. Like, we don't win the Nuzlocke once we beat Steven. We have to beat Steven and then do the Delta episode and then beat him again. So that's the tricky part. But if we got a Meganium, Mother Goose, I don't think was going to learn anything new. Clang didn't learn anything new. Crocodile's still pretty much the same. I really don't plan to keep Crook on the team. Just for right now. We did boost Hardmoth's moveset. It learned Water Pledge, and I taught it the TM4 Psycho Boost. Yeah, that is what we have for our team right now. We will need to have our Sand Slash, which this is funny, because the Sand Slash, this is our starter, but I had him on the team, or had her on the team, because I was exploring around and I needed to cut and eventually Rock Smash to, you know, do all of these different things, and it evolved. So if you remember, the initial typing for our Sandshrew was Ice and Dragon, and then when we had to re-randomize the ROM because it accidentally got deleted, it was a pure Ice type, and now when it evolved, it turned into an Ice Fairy. So that's kind of neat. But I think we will, in fact, we're not going to keep the second Haunter. There's really no reason for me to do so. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to, right now, put the Sand Slash away, because I'm going to go up north. And if you watched the previous episode, you're going to know why I'm going to want to go up north for this static encounter for the Haunter. I'm going to let the Scolipede go out front. Let me check my ball situation, my Pokeball situation. What are we looking like? 1, 1, 1, 1. Didn't I buy Great Balls? I did. Okay. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna push my luck here, though. I just feel it. But there's a reason why I want to come over here. Let's go ahead and fish. Alright, let's see. Are we lucky enough, or are we getting something completely different? God, this game is so mean. Level 18. This game is so fucking mean, dude. That's wild. I mean, we're gonna catch it. This thing evolves in twice anyways. I don't know if Vivion's gonna be good at all. But yeah, that's tragic. So for those of you who don't know, in the previous episode we fished in this area and we got a Mew. And I fumbled catching it. So I was gonna come back up here, because I could have went down in the route south of Mauville, because there were Mega Mewtwo's and Raikous over there. I could have went and gotten a Mega Mewtwo Y. Probably should have, in the grand scheme of things. I think Ampharos was down there as well. Like, there's a lot of good options, but it is what it is. I'm just gonna name this thing Token. But yeah, it's a little discouraging, but there's not a whole lot I could have done there. It's really not a whole lot I could have done there. that's just tough. It's just tough. But I think what I'm going to do, excuse me, I think I'm going to put, okay, first things first, we need to get rid of this, because that was our token. What are we? Hardy with Prankster. Ooh, it's got Moonblast on its moveset already, and it's got Fissure. Being no guard, that's actually going to be pretty solid. So what I want to do is we need to put Sandslash on the team, so I'm going to put Scolipede in the box, but I also think we should throw the Luxio on the team for the time being, because I want to see what we can get for evolutions. And I think this would just be something that's really, really solid. Also, we have, you know how we have the Metacam in the box and it died, right? In the Trickmaster house, because I went and did both of them so far. In one of the puzzles, there was a Metacamite. So I would have been able to Mega Evolve my Metacam once I got the Mega Stone. Or sorry, not the Mega Stone, but the Mega Ring. I would have been able to Mega Evolve it once we got to that point. But alas, we are not able to do that. Alright, let's go ahead and do this battle. Am I leading Luxio as well, or did I swap the Luxio out? Oh. Okay. We did not swap the Luxio out. Alright, Reshiram. Okay, they're only level 24. So we should be fine. Realistically. I'm Fairy and Fire, so I don't know if Moonblast would be better here. Let's just go for the Water Spout. Why not? Oh, we outsped the Reshiram. Secret Sword? Ooh, that's gonna do a lot, actually. Electric Terrain. Okay. So I should have went for Moonblast, because that would have guaranteed killed the Reshiram. I'm more surprised that we outsped with Zip. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, Secret Sword is Keldio's signature move, and it's a special attack. It is a special attack, so... Alright. Sandslash trying to learn Aurora Beam? No, thank you. But yeah, I was really trying to keep from going too high. I thought about turning off the experience share. I really have. But it's also another thing with me like going around and doing like the evolutions for this series. So that's one of the reasons why I've kept it on. Especially because everything fully evolves at 45, so if we run into situations like that with the Reshiram, then it doesn't matter how high level I am. If I don't kill it in one hit, it can kill me pretty quickly. And being 10 levels higher than what I'm fighting right now in early game is going to definitely be much more of a factor than if I'm level 70 fighting a level 60. Like 10 levels at that point really ain't much. Like for speed stats, it'll help, but like actual like attack, defense, things like that, it'll be pretty close. It'll be pretty dangerous. And now that I know that I have a Kyogre following me around the entire series, because that's what May's starter got randomized to, I can't pull no punches. I gotta just stick to. Okay, I gotta stick to making sure that I can keep my team alive. All right, so I want to come back and battle these guys in a second because I want to get my encounter over here in Route 112. She give me strength? She give me the strength? I think she does. Oh, I could have just ran. I could have ran up here, but I was also worried about fighting other people, so it's probably smarter that I didn't do that. Okay, so you can't use strength until we beat Flannery. Figured as such. Alright, so it looks like that's a chestman. I don't know what that other mon is on the bottom. I know Aerodactyl is one of them. I don't know what that other mon is. We should be getting horde encounters soon. I'm indifferent about this one. I'm indifferent about this one because it's a stone evo. Damn, I just straight up killed it. I probably should have just swapped, realistically. I probably should have swapped. But, it's a stone evo. It doesn't learn anything by level up, so I don't know if that would have been worth. It's hard to say. But you also don't want to kill your encounters either. You want to make sure that you catch everything because you want to have dupes and species claws. That's another reason why I went and caught the scatterbug. As much as I would have preferred to catch Mew, scatterbug will at least make it to where I don't have to worry about that later on. Alright, so let's see what typing Luxray is. And if it's worth to potentially keep on the party. No level up, or no evolution move. What we got? Excuse me. It's on its B-barrel grind. Okay, so skill link. If we get Water Shuriken or Tail Slap, that actually could be pretty decent. I don't know if Water Shuriken is special or physical. I can never remember. And we already have Water Spout, even though our special attack is not as good as our physical attack. It's not terrible. I mean, the problem is we already have a water type. That's the thing, is that we already have a water type. So, I need to think, what do I want to put on the team now? Because I could put the Scatterbug on there to make it easier for it to level up and evolve. I'm trying to get somebody with Sweet Scent, because if I can get a Horde, I don't know if the randomizer is updated to make it to where it's gonna be like 5 different Pokemon like it has been for many years with the randomizer, or if they actually change it to where it's gonna be 5 of the same Pokemon. I don't know. I hope it's 5 different ones so I can kind of get a good pick and choose, because amount of legendaries and mega evolutions, everything. It's really hard to go wrong with hordes, but Not impossible. Not impossible. Alright. So I'm gonna run back. I know we're not making much progress. Oh, that'd actually be pretty good. I know we're not making much in form of progress, but this is kind of one of the longer sections of the game, so I kind of knew that doing a recording session like this, it was going to take me probably a few videos, especially because I'm not trying to go back and do a whole bunch of grinding like I did before this episode. Like, I don't need to be speedrunning in this game, is what I'm basically telling myself. But that's a good thing to have in the back. I don't... To be honest, if we lose our Kangaskhan, I think our next water type is going to be the Genesect. Like, there's really no reason not to make it the Genesect. I even thought about just adding Genesect, period. Just to have a nice, good Pokemon, but I don't know. I was leveling up the Togepi to try to get it to evolve with Friendship. I don't know if that's worth or not. I'm gonna throw the Scatterbug on the team just to get it to evolve. And then if, like, we do get to the point where it's like, okay, we need something just to throw in the back of our party to level up, I might just put Togepi. But if I do throw the Togepi on there, I'm going to want to make sure I go back. Because we don't have the Subel yet, so I want to make sure that we... Ooh, I forgot that you can get static encounters on the rock. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. Because I'm pretty sure your stats are not good. Well, I guess I don't know what typing you are. Giga Drain? Okay, so we're going to assume it's a grass type. Especially because it doesn't get hurt by Sandstorm. I feel like Water Pledge is still going to kill it, though. Okay, it was a crit. So, if it is a grass type, it's grass and something else that's weak to water. So, it could be rock, ground, fire. But, yeah, that was not worth it. I'm strong. I won't cry if I lose. What we got? Cast form? So we know that water, teardrop, raindrop, whatever you want to call it, raindrop form, cast form, has Protean. And I would like to see if the other ones have Protean. Wow, we really just got an Omni Boost. Omni Boost when I don't need it. Pawniard. Like, I like having Ancient Power for the fact that I can get the Omni Boost, but I would rather have Power Gem because of the fact, like, I have Geomancy. So I can Geomancy, Power Gem, I got Psycho Boost. Just regular Arceus? Okay. Casually whipping out God. I mean, I don't have a quad weakness. There's no reason for me not to click it. Submission. Famous last words, potentially. Ice Punch. Okay. Oh, that was a crit. Okay. Well, I'm not pulling any punches here. I'm just gonna Psycho Boost, get this guy out of here. Wasn't even a fighting type. So, I'm glad I went for that. Especially because I don't lose the defense buff. Or the special defense buff or the speed boost. So, that's good for me. Friction wants to learn Magna Bomb. What are you, fire type? I'll get rid of Horn Attack because Horn Attack doesn't hit anything for super effective damage. So, I'll do that. Petty Lil, I don't think I need to be afraid of this. I don't think I need to be afraid of this, I should say. Critical hit. That could have mattered, but I'm 15 levels higher. Swallow. I'm trying to get into Mount Chimney, or not Mount Chimney, Fiery Path for that last encounter. Sprouts 36 as well. I'm trying to debate if I turn the experience share off. I don't think I do. I probably should. Because what's Flannery's ace normally? 29? So 20% of 29 is 5.86. Her ace is 35. I guess what I'll do is I'll leave it on. I'll leave it on until if mons are starting to hit level 40, then I'll turn it off. Because their ace is 35. Okay, what's in here? I see Noivern, Sylveon, I think that's Lunatone, and Landorus. I actually wouldn't be against Sylveon. That's good too. I mean, I got to swap. And of course, I put my Scolipede in the box, so I have to try and catch this thing without status infliction. And I also don't know what this thing is weak to. I know nothing. I'm gonna go to Sprout. I'm gonna go to Sprout and see what we're working with here. Lando. Cool thing is, I just realized this now. The cool thing is, I can go back to Mauville, if I catch it, of course. Yes! I can go back to Mauville and I can change this dude's forms. Depending on what like typings and are and whatnot. Alright, Thunder Punch. Now here's the thing. Do I go for it again? I think he takes one more. If I crit him, he dies. But I want to say, without a crit, he lives one more. He did, in fact, not live another one. Okay. So, we don't make out with really anything from today. We got a Scatterbug. Here I was excited thinking we were going to potentially catch a Mew today. Nope. Silly rabbit. Alright, so we saw that we had a terrible Spupa. That was a ghost type. Now that it's Vivian, this is what we're going to see. What are we getting? Okay. I'm not against it. If I add it to the team, we have a bad ground weakness. Because Volcarona's weak to ground. Mother Goose can kill ground types. Clang right now is weak to ground. Meganium's weak to ground. So it's risky, but I think we should go. I think we should go ahead and add it. Because I think it has the potential. It has untapped potential. Whoa. That was a horsey. I didn't like that freeze. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and head back to heal. If you guys did enjoy this episode of our Pokemon Alpha Sapphire Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke, make sure you show your support by clicking the like button down below, because it'd be greatly appreciated. Not the episode I anticipated, especially with some of the encounters that I thought we were gonna get, but that's the tough part, especially about playing a Nuzlocke. And the fact that we have like no status infliction moves on anybody. So what I might do, I kind of need to have the Sand Slash on the team. What I might do is I might bench one of my high levels right now, quote unquote high levels, just so that way I can keep pushing forward through the route. And I think I only have one other encounter before I get to the next town, which would be Fall Arbor Town. So I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I want to bench anybody. Actually, I might just go with it. I don't know. Either way, we'll be back in the fiery path at the start of the next episode. So if you guys enjoyed, like I said, the like button, subscribe, and we'll see you guys